This is Diamond D with where I'm giving you some love advice, some happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little more loving. Hi, I'm Diamond D with Love and Happiness, where I'm giving you some love advice, some happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little more loving. Our guest today is Miss Kristin Sykes. She is a native of Hillsborough, North Carolina. She graduated from Greensboro College with a BA in sociology. She is rooted in the fashion industry and has several years of experience with Formal Wear Outlet. At Formal Wear Outlet, Miss Kristin directs and manages the marketing and sales team for the entire organization. Currently, she is planning a wedding and purchasing her first home with her high school sweetheart after they rekindled their romance after several years apart. Her personal motto is that if you let something go and it comes back to you, then it's meant to be. Please welcome Miss Kristin Sykes to the show. So tell me a little bit about your personal love story and how you found your partner.
Yeah, so back in high school, I think 2007, 2008, I was a freshman, and in homeroom, he just happened to walk in, and we kind of just like locked eyes, and it sounds as crazy as it sounds, it just kind of worked out from there. We always were by each other's side, and we kind of just met in homeroom, and it just kind of stayed a thing. Even senior year, we kept somehow every year we were in the same homeroom. It was crazy. So really meant to be. We were together all 4 years, and in high school you have your give and take there, and you're young, and of course a few breakups happen, but I ended up going to college after we both graduated from high school. He stayed back at home to do some nursing at the community college. And so I went to college, and I said, we both agreed, we're very young, like we should just enjoy lives. And, we're going two different paths. He's staying home. I was kind of going a little further away, not too far. But after graduating from high school, I decided to come back to Formal Wear Outlet and work and be with my family. And we ended up just like meeting out one night in downtown Hillsborough, and we've been together ever since. So.
Oh, that is so cute. Yeah. So how did he pop the question to you?
So we both are kind of homebodies in a sense. Like we're not very like flashy. We didn't want that huge proposal or anything like that. He actually played our favorite song in the living room in front of the Christmas tree, and we were slow dancing, and the dogs were just running everywhere having a good time, and he would just grab the ornament off the tree and just kind of asked me. So it was very intimate, and it was just he and I, so it was perfect, exactly how I would have wanted it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, Christmas time and Valentine's Day are like the popular holidays to get engaged on. So that's awesome. Yeah. Wonderful. So yes. Know that he was like definitely the one to keep, because I know that you went through your high school experience, you were dating and you had the puppy love that sort of brought it into a deeper love. But how did you really kind of know this is the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with?
So, of course, in high school, you're going to college, you're wanting to, just kind of do your own thing and just learn who you are as a person without having somebody there. So we both kind of were like, let's just kind of see what life is without each other. We never lost contact, though. Whenever I came home, I saw him, we always texted. He was always my go-to person. And once I moved home, I became, more of an adult. I settled down. I really took this at Formal Wear Outlet, took that as my career. So I really just kind of knew when I moved home, I knew he was my first love. Everyone has their first love. They have that one person that they constantly go to for everything and certain memories and things like that. But, I knew when I came back home and he was like the one thing constant in my life, that it was definitely he was meant to be. And we just, I don't know, we just have always been there for each other. So I feel like if something is always so constant, that it's meant to be, and it just feels right.
That inner feeling that it's just the right one and it's the right place that you
Yeah,
need to be and the right person that you need to have in your life for infinity. So that's
definitely.
beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
So how does formal wear outlet bring sort of love and happiness to the greater community?
Yeah, so Former Outlet, we've actually been in business since 1970. So, it's something that, again, is constant. We have a constant love for our community. We try and help out and donate and things like that. But something that makes us, have that love and happiness for everybody is giving them such a great experience when they walk in. The first thing that the couple typically does is the venue. The second thing is, they're trying to figure out details. Do they want like a rustic theme? Once they figure those things out, we're their next stop. We're home with a $99 tuxedo. You can get a complete tuxedo package for $99. So they know us for that, but they also know us for the experience that they're getting here. We always try to pride ourselves on making everyone feel comfortable here, helping them, guide their way through the decision-making process as far as what they're wanting. And, the vibe and the aura that we give off, we want everyone to feel like, we're a family-owned business. We want them to feel like they're a part of our family. And anyone that's bought from us, I completely consider them family. I'm learning their story. I'm learning their likes and their loves. And, we might have a few people that have like a few tips or something like that, but, we're here for them. And I really feel like everyone that comes in, we truly try and pride ourselves on giving them that family experience and giving them that, experience that they'll remember. And it's a great time in their lives. They're getting married, let's celebrate it and, enjoy them.
So let's talk about sort of getting married in this pandemic. I know you're planning your wedding. So tell me some of the challenges, some of the joys, the highs and lows of trying to go through and manage that process during this pandemic.
Yeah, so it's really hard right now for everybody. And I completely understand that. It's a little hard for me because my mom lives in Montana. So she's not able to fly down because she is immune compromised. So, she's not able to fly down. And that was a huge factor for him and myself. Like, we both really want our parents there. Like, those are the people that have, guided you through life. And my mom and my fiance have such an amazing relationship that I'm so blessed and thankful for that. And we want our family there. We want to enjoy it. So we are still getting married. We are going to just do it a little differently. We met here in Orange County, and we're just going to get married at the Orange County courthouse and just have a few of our closest relatives there and socially distance ourselves outside and, just enjoy that moment still. We've been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and we're so in love, and we just really want to still have that moment. So we have decided, to take our venue to next year, take our catering to next year. So we'll just have like a 1-year celebration when everything is safe and, when we can have and enjoy everyone. We really want to blend the families together and just have that moment with everybody. So I think it's really challenging. We hear a lot, and it's based off preference. It's based off what people want to do, like, especially with COVID right now. But I definitely want people to have the experience that they should have. Getting married is a great thing, and it's so much happiness that you're giving to somebody. And, it's hard right now for everybody to make those decisions, and having to hear people, consolidate their weddings. Like, instead of going to tuxedos, they're going to suits. It's things like that. But honestly, I think we managed it the best that we could, and we made the best decision for ourselves. And I pray that we can do it next year and just goes away.
Yeah, it'll be better next year. So where are you guys planning to go for your honeymoon next year?
Yes, right. So we were gonna try and do something kind of like more low key this year. But honestly, after buying, we're going through the house buying process right now. So financially, it's smarter if we wait till next year. So I am so okay with that, because I want to have a nice 7-week vacation somewhere tropical, all inclusive. And I just want to have no cell phone service and just get away for 7 days with him. So we're hoping somewhere tropical. We haven't really made our minds up yet, but we're definitely going to plan for next year to do it. I think that is a very important part of having that, for me, I'm going to have that one honeymoon and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? And I just want to make that process like something I'm going to remember.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to give you guys kudos for being so fiscally minded in the sense that you're sort of devoting your funds to buying a house as opposed to having, a big elaborate wedding. Because you think about it, people can spend like anywhere from $10,000 to $40,000 at least for a wedding, but you guys are using that to purchase a home, which is super smart. So kudos to both.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So I'm curious to know that if all of the marriages at Orange County Courthouse are being conducted outside now because of the pandemic, or did you guys just sort of choose to do it that way?
We just chose to do it that way because we, a lot of our friends are friends that we've had from high school. So we've all been friends for a very long time. So not only are we sharing that moment with each other, it's also for our friends, like we made it and we went apart, but things came back together. And that's something that I really live my life on is if it goes away and it comes back, then to me, I feel like it's meant to be. Mm-hmm. And, something, it's just a moment that we really want to share with everybody, even ourselves. It's a very intimate moment for ourselves, but we're not very like out, like look at me flashy type of person, but I want that moment to share with them. If I'm not going to have my family there, I'm going to want to have the support of my friends. So they kind of gave us an option though. They said, we can do it inside. It would just be you two and who's marrying us. And we were like, is there a way we could move it outside just so we could see? So we're going to stand right in front of the courthouse door and just have that moment there and just kind of let everyone socially distance outside. So, which is a lot from a lot of people that are coming into formal wear. I'm hearing that they're wanting to do the courthouse or something, a really small ceremony for now. And a lot of people are having to opt to do the 1 year ceremony next year, which is sad, but if you love each other and you're still getting married, that moment still matters. So
yeah. So I don't know if you can share this or not, but tell me about your dress. Is it more formal? Is it more regal? Is it ballroom style? Yeah.
So I am actually still gonna have that like first look moment. I'm not gonna wear my dress to the courthouse. I'm just gonna wear like a nice like bohemian white long sleeve bell sleeve gown. I don't mind sharing that because it's been really hard, and he knows I've been stressed out trying to find one.
Yeah.
I opted to save my dress for next year. I really want to have that elegant moment. I have a really elegant gown. It's very classy, and it's definitely like myself. It's not very flashy or anything like that, but I will say it's long sleeves. So
okay.
It definitely is very classy, and it just has that fall feel to it, and that's exactly what I wanted. I'm actually having my father-in-law walk me down the aisle. And he's gonna wear his dress blue. So I just really wanted a classy, like, just moment with him. He is I literally am so blessed and have the best in-laws. Like, it's amazing. Like, I know not everybody can say that, but I love my in-laws.
Well, you have to give our viewers advice on how to make your in-law relationship, harmonious and enjoyable for everybody, because, you hear so many horror stories about mother-in-laws and monster-in-laws and all that other stuff. So tell me.
It has just been amazing. I think something that people should remember is keep an open mind. You're learning someone new. You're trying to figure out someone new. But you're learning their things that they don't like to eat, things that they do like to eat. I can remember the first time I met them, I don't eat meat that has like bone in it. And they had made it. And out of respect for them, I was like, oh my God, I'm just going to do it, things like that. And then they came to learn to know me, and they're like, do you remember that time? Like, and then you grow off of it. But I think something that people should remember is you're gaining another family. And at the end of the day, those are people that you are always going to have in your life and people that you're going to love. And I think really keeping an open mind and just really getting to know them. Like, they're obviously giving something very precious to you. Like, I'm giving my fiance, he loves his mom and his dad, and I can only love what he loves. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, I want to have a great relationship with them because I know that they make him so happy. And that's something very precious to them. That's their child. You know, just like my mom is giving myself to him, like she's trusting in him to give to me. So I think that trust, I think, you know, building that trust with everybody and just getting to know who they are as people. And you hear about it a lot here. You know, we always have a parent come in, a mother-in-law, father of the bride, somebody come into work and, you know, they're really trying to help their daughter have that glamorous experience. And, you know, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, but at the end of the day, everyone means well. Everyone wants the same thing and they want their child to be happy. So I think just bonding over that.
Oh, that's good advice. So did your fiance ask your mom for permission to marry you before he popped?
Oh gosh, apparently a long time ago. Honestly, a long time ago. I mean, he knew, like, even when I was in college, he's like, he told my mom, like, we all always remained connected. Like, it's just crazy. And he was like, you know, I'm gonna marry her one day. And he's like, I have your blessing for that day when it comes. And my mom was like, of course, like, you know. So, you know, I really am truly, truly blessed to have everyone that gets along so well.
That's awesome. Well, give some advice to some of the singles out here on finding sort of the love of their life like you found yours.
Yeah, I think people always go for physical attraction first. And I think it's something that people, I mean, obviously you need to have that physical attraction, but also look at who they are as a person. Look at how they treat people. When you go out on your first date, how are they treating the waitress? How are they treating people around you? I think that for me, I knew that he was always kind to people, you know, in high school, and he always went above and beyond for his friends. And you need characteristics like that when you're looking for somebody. Try switching up where you're going too. If you're looking to maybe meet somebody, try switching up. You know, I know right now it's hard with COVID, but, you know, maybe take that walk in the park. I mean, if it's meant to be, it's going to be, you know, maybe, you know, change a different route that you typically take. You know, you never really know. Maybe go to a different, get your takeout food at a different restaurant or something like that. You never know who you're going to run into. But I really think when you go and you try and date and you're on that first date, I really think things that are important to look at is how they treat other people that they're not on the date with. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah,
like,
that does make sense.
Like, look at how they look at other people. Are they smiling at other people? Are they just like nodding them off and like, okay, like, you know, things like that. I mean, I really wanted somebody who got along with everybody and, you know, loves to be around people and has that good feel. So I would say to my singles out there, I know you're really wanting that relationship right now. And I know, you know, things might seem like they're never ending and they're hard, but you really have so much life to live and you never know who you're going to run into. So always keep a smile on your face because you never know who's looking.
Absolutely good advice. So let me ask you this. I know there's been some buzz around the topic about managing your best friends and your best friend relationship with your significant other. How do you handle that if you feel like your best friend is sort of flirting a little bit too much with your significant other? How do you handle those situations where you might feel like their friendship is maybe crossing the line?
To be honest with you, I've never been put in a situation like that, but so I can't really speak too hard on that. What I can say, however, is if I were to have somebody that was going through that situation, I would kindly sit them down and say, hey, I think you're coming off a little bit too flirtatious. Like, you know, if we could just like tone it down a little. I know your intentions are good. I don't think that you're trying to do anything or be, you know, submissive or anything like that. But, you know, I think talking to people goes a really long way before you just shout at them. I'm not one to just like come out and shout at somebody. I will confront you, but I will sit down and talk to you about it first. I'm thinking of a time where like I've had that situation happen before between friends. But it really just turned into like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm really sorry. I never meant to come off. That's just my personality. So always know your friend's personality and before you just assume things, I think. That's just my opinion though.
Cool. So what is the best love story that you have heard in your years at Formal Wear Outlet or your personal life?
Yeah. So So as far as my work experience, I've seen people that have got engaged and have came in to get their tuxedos and suits on the same day.
Wow.
Or their dresses, they're trying to get a dress on the dress side of things. And then as far as the tuxedo side of things, they're trying to figure that out. So I've seen a lot of stories, but the one that I can remember most vaguely is I probably was a freshman in college, and I had came back for prom season because I always came back through college just to help. And I remember that they had just got engaged. They were in the back, like trying to figure out, what are we going to wear? What are we going to do? And she actually had told me that she was seeing somebody else, but she felt obligated to marry who she was with. And I was like, oh, I'm a little caught off guard because I'm just like, I'm just here to help make that experience for you amazing. I just want to be there for you. And, she ended up saying, I think that we should go talk outside. So they ended up actually leaving. So I'm not sure what happened after that, but that's an experience at work I will never forget because I wasn't sure how to. That's just one of those situations where you never really hear about them and you don't really cope. You don't know how to how do I handle this? Going through my note cards in my head, okay, I've been trained to say, things. And I'm like, oh God, what do I say? And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'll let you guys talk about that. And, I'm just going to excuse myself and kind of, she was like, we're just going to go talk outside. And they ended up leaving, which I'm sure, I'm not sure what happened from there, but I will never forget that in my whole time here.
Yeah, ever. That is definitely unforgettable and a shock. It was almost like she wanted you sort of to mediate the breakup or to let her partner know that, is that going to happen?
I was like, I'm so sorry. I feel horrible. I'm not sure. I had no clue what to do.
Yeah. You and a lot of people would have been in the same boat. How do I handle this? Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Well, tell our folks how we can come to Formal Wear Outlet and get in contact with you and your organization.
So my name's Chris. I'm the sales manager. So if you just call us, you can ask for me. I'll be more than happy to help anybody. We're located in Hillsborough, North Carolina. It is a small family-owned business, but we all know right now all small businesses are having a really hard time with COVID. So I think that supporting small businesses as much as you can. I know we're Formal Wear Outlet, but we also are branching out right now and creating a boutique inside a Formal Wear Outlet. So everyday clothing as well. We're trying to branch out to that. But we are located between the 40 and 85 split in Hillsborough. We're on Millstone Drive. And we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5:30. Amazing prices. And also now we're selling boutique clothing. So the best of all worlds when you come in here. You'll be astonished.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Miss Kristin, for being on the show today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And to my viewers, let me leave you with this quote by Helen Keller. She says, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even heard, but must be felt with the heart." I'm Diamond D with Love and Happiness, reminding you that God loves you